Hello, everyone. Hello, Jet.
Oh, you're ready?
Huh?
We're ready?
We are. I said, are you good? And you said, yep. Look at me actually responding to you this time.
Yep.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Oh, I see. Wait. Can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Someone said they can't hear me.
Well, tell them to turn on their volume because I think... Yeah, see, JJ was muted.
JJ was fucking muted. Yeah, as you can all see, Jet, I don't know if you've checked out my my actual stream, but
Do you have a new overlay?
I've made my favorite character clear.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me open your stream.
Okay. In the meantime, let me tell you about how, okay, I bought an echinacea tea today because I poisoned myself a little while ago. Some of you know this, but I poisoned myself. McDonald's ad? Why did you say McDonald's ad?
Because you're giving me a McDonald's ad.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And your screen is just black. I see nothing. Oh, wait, no. Oh. Naruhodo, I see.
No, it's not Naruhodo. It's the other guy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very interesting artistic choice.
What?
Uh-huh.
Why are you... What's wrong with it? I got all the Asogis that Grace sent me for drawing reference, and also the slutty Asogi Jay sent. And then... Oh, okay, sorry. How I poisoned myself. So okay, usually... for the longest time, forever, I've been able to take echinacea shots, like a tincture, like an echinacea tincture, just like as a shot. You need a little dropper, put it right in my mouth. It's fine. So I thought that I was getting a little bit sick, so I was like, okay, I'll go get more echinacea from the health food store or whatever. They had... The only tincture they had was one that also had golden seal in it, and so I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Like the person just like said that it was a another herb that worked as a for upper respiratory tract. Holy fuck, I can't speak. Infections. And so then I get home and I take 2 like full droppers of it, and then she forgot to tell me that if you take golden seal in really big quantities like that, your body registers it as a toxin. So I spent the next 5 minutes projectile vomiting into the toilet. So that was fun. So yeah, don't take big doses of golden seal. So anyways, how's your week been, Jet?
It's been rough. Like it's the same class I've been teaching. And that they're like, I like them. It's just this one group of kids that really gets on my fucking nerves. So I'm having a hard time with them, but it's fine. The week's almost over. It's fine.
It's fine. It's well, I was gonna say it's Friday tomorrow, but it's not.
It's not.
It's Friday after tomorrow. Anyways, sorry, let me say hi to everyone after I finished telling you about how I poisoned myself. Taya, hi. Koi, Hannah, Luca, Croissant. I've never seen you here before. Welcome. Jay, Elsie Draws, Olivsy, Luca. Oh, Grovy. Hello. Hi, Grovy. Tifa, Koi, Grace, and if I missed anyone, I apologize, and I'll say hi to you later. Okay. Hi, Jet.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Oh, and Possum Tails, an intellectual fan. Hello. Okay. And D. Grace, I've never seen you here before. A second Grace in my chat? Oh my god. been wanting to catch a live stream forever, and I finally made it. Well, I welcome you. And, yeah, let me just, okay, I told Twitter, shit, I forgot. You know what? Instagram has a little countdown thing. They're fine. They're fine. Whatever. Because my phone is over there, and I don't feel like getting up. So. Well, I mean, are we ready to start?
Yeah,
I guess we're ready to start. If you guys are ready to start. I got a haircut. Oh, right. I forgot to mod Luca. Oh,
You're gonna mod Luca?
I was gonna mod Luca because he finished DGS, and so he can keep an eye out for spoilers. But here, let me turn DGS sound on. Hello. All right.
Oh, I can actually hear it now.
Aha. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's not a mod yet. But he asked me if he said he would be open to modding because he finished DGS 1. And so he was like, if you need help. And I was like, okay, cool. But then, mod me, I won't do any work, but I like to be included and given power. Okay, Jay, I'll consider it. All right, are we good to start? Let's just start, because I missed my best friend Isugi, as you can all tell.
Also, remember, your scroll wheel makes text go forward.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Thank you. You're really, we are really taking the roles of Ryu and Isugi here. You have to coach me through this, and I'm just sitting here nervous.
I keep watching the clip with the tutorial one.
Yeah.
Where you go, yes, and then
God, I know I already messaged you about this, but like watching the VOD back to like see what happened, remember what happened last time, I'm like, God, I'm a fucking idiot.
I mean, you know what? It makes for good television.
It sure does, huh? Everyone really enjoyed that one. Anyway, I guess we'll do some more good television. Fuck. He's a waiter. He's a waiter. There's no way he could be the taste of the waiter.
I'm telling you, the clue I gave you, unlike the chat, the clue I gave you was, okay, think back to every character who's appeared in court so far and how they've acted.
Yeah, and like even after the stream last time, Brad was like, Jet was like being so patient with you.
I mean,
good hint.
That's just me, the most patient person in the world.
You really turned on teacher mode for that one.
I have to. I'm your mentor. I'm your
my fucking my guiding light.
I'm your bestie right now.
Yeah. Well, you're not my bestie all the time?
You know what I meant. Come on now. We've been through so much together.
We have. It's true. You've dealt with so much from me.
It's not dealing with. I chose to be here after you so graciously allowed me to be here.
After you so graciously joined me. Also, Jay says I'm your silly rabbit.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Is that what he calls you? No.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Well. All right. Let's get back. Let's get back in here. 22nd November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendants is Antechamber 5. And if you'll notice, I fucking changed it so that the game capture doesn't capture my mouse anymore. That annoyed me so bad.
Well, unfortunately for you, your mouse is still visible. I guess to me, right? But for everyone else, it should be gone.
Yeah, it's gone on the... I see it, I don't see it when I look at my little preview.
Okay, yeah, so it's me that I can still see your little mouse. I can see you making heart shapes around Osuga's face right now.
Don't expose me!
I can see you just going, like, over his face and his tits.
Okay, I didn't do that. That was a lie. That one is a lie. I did not do that over his tits.
Tony was totally doing that.
I wasn't doing it over his tits.
Legit, Tony was.
I legit was not doing it over his tits, just trying to frame me for some heinous crime.
Excellent work, Naruhodo. That was superb.
My heart was in my mouth the entire time.
It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth.
Nick knock, nick knock, nick knock.
It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
It's in his blood. Forget it! It's terrifying! If I get through this, I don't want to see the inside of a courtroom again. You know, I have a bone to pick with this guy. You know, I do. Because, okay, Jay told me that he was, like, top of his class, right?
Yeah.
Like, top of his class, smart as shit. Okay, so you can't, this is my thing. You cannot be hot, smart, and have a sword. That's bullshit. You can.
That's true.
Yeah, like you can mix and match the sword. Like you can be hot, have a sword, or smart and have a sword. You cannot be hot and smart, and you certainly cannot be hot and smart and have a sword.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I'm just angry with this man.
Right, okay, so just remember that you said that.
Why are you acting so weird about it? Yes,
I'm not acting weird, you're acting weird. I'm just saying stuff.
Okay.
Because you're like, you can't be hot and smart and have a sword. And you know, I'm like, okay.
I don't know. That's just not the response that I was expecting at all. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, complete agreement. I was expecting you to be like, whatever. Shut up.
I mean, it's true, right? He has all three.
Yeah, it's true. Asshole. Nuri fucking did right by this one.
Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last.
Oh yes, the lady.
Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she?
That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. Oh, that's the other thing. Sorry, I'm being so this right now. But, okay, I was, where's my people? Where's my people? There's my people. Is this supposed to be, like, a reference to Dr. Watson? Because
yes.
Watson's, okay. But it's not actually Watson, is it?
Well...
can you not tell me? Are you, no comment?
I mean, he was Watson in the original. The localization changed his name to Wilson because of the Conan estate.
Yes. Okay, that's why we have Herlock. Okay, so Dr. Watson fucking died. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. Just wanted to clear that up. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of.
Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems.
Yes, our detective friend, who was a waiter, because his salary was poor.
But he's not a waiter. He's actually a police detective.
He's not a waiter.
Did you see what happened with that?
Nara, why vibes to JJ and Grace? No, I didn't see any of it. Ugh. He's so where.
Yeah, he's a little baby, isn't he?
He's a little baby. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table. I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up... This. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Wow, that seems normal.
Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay.
Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Is this Mikotoba?
I think so.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Sorry, I tried to accuse you of silencing the witnesses.
Professor Mikotoba.
Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say.
Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial.
Our modern country is still in its infancy, our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled.
Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway.
Oh, sorry, that's me. What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Kazuma!
Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man.
To me?
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant.
Hannah, I'm not trying to make him British. I'm just trying to make him a little precocious. And also, he has like a little slight British accent when he starts speaking English, even though he's speaking Japanese right now. So I'm just trying to get his voice down for what will be the majority of the game, I'm assuming.
I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim?
Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. And it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before.
Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible.
But let's not forget who we're up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Does she know him? Oh, I guess if Mikoto was his teacher, then she might know him too. Because I'm assuming that's his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Defendant our Hardar! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once.
It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what hit them.
Okay. Okay. Okay, oh my god, you're so funny. Okay.
Oh my god, and with the sword? And the music?
And the music? Oh my god. Kazuma?
What?
Thank you, really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed in me then, I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. Whoa! Shona Stream Poggers? Is that my brother? Is that my certified brother Veggie?
Your brother's name is Veggie?
That's what we call him. We have a bunch
No,
of...
he was born with that. Like, that's on his birth certificate.
Mhm.
His name is
Yeah.
Veggie.
It's actually an Italian name, and I'll thank you not to be prejudiced.
I'm gonna be very Italian phobic.
Wow. Wow, I see how it is. I see how it is. You're just gonna tell all of us to eat a cannoli and shut up.
Yep.
Fine.
Get some wine while you're at it.
I can't drink wine right now. It's I'm doing Sobertober because my doctor gave me a sleep plan.
Oh, you're off the sauce.
Yeah, I'm not only am I off the sauce, I'm off coffee. So I'm like dying.
Drink some tea and water. You'll be fine.
I'm drinking tea, but the thing is I can't have caffeine, so I can't have black or green tea. My favorites.
Oh.
It's
And decaffeinated green tea tastes nasty.
I have never tried decaffeinated green tea and I don't want to. So I'm sitting here drinking fucking rooibos.
Ugh.
Rooibos is okay, I think, but like it's not a chai. It's not a chai, to be sure.
It's not a chai.
It's not a chai, it's not matcha. So
Oh, true. Unfortunate for you.
yeah. Did you say this?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I was talking about black tea.
Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend.
Coming from you, that means a lot. Wow. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. Wow. Wow. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. What are your thoughts on pomegranate white tea variants? I can fuck with that. I don't really like fruity teas. I don't really like an apple-y or like any kind of citrusy teas. I like floral teas.
Same.
Yeah.
The only floral tea I can tolerate is like a jasmine, but that's like the extent. And maybe like an almond tea, but like that's it. If it's sometimes almond can be too powerful, but like otherwise, I'm not a fan of like fruity teas. I like the stuff that tastes like grass and dirt.
Yeah. I like things that taste like chai, and I like things that taste like grass. So. All right then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial.
You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street.
Well, okay, I will.
Woo, let's get hot pot!
With an extra large portion, of course.
Absolutely. It's literally a date. Yep, it is. 22nd November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Courtroom 2. Yeah, Asugi said take me out on a date. He said take me out to dinner.
The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under a rather painful scrutiny from the government. So thank you.
Sorry.
Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Well, you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation flounders?
Again, terribly sorry.
If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Asugi's like, perhaps the friendship between our nations could take a lesson from me and Naruhodo. Our friendship is forged in fire.
You really have nothing to worry about, Naruhodo.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or not?
Sorry, I have my finger now rested over the space bar, and then I'm sorry.
Shh. Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder, too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Well said. Well said, little guy.
Well. Well said, Naruhodo, despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
You little brats!
Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The lady, the visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes? Your Excellency.
I actually really like Aochi's like animations.
Yeah, they're
because
very
he's
fun.
Because he's such a suck up. It's like it works so well.
Mm-hmm. This is a fun hat. Oh, that's a good animation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea! Someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea.
Is that true?
No idea.
Well, you're going, Kazuma, so you better know.
So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at La Carnaval, and my true...
Yes, we know about you already.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Is that true?
No idea.
That's so funny.
More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I?
Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Naruhodo, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking.
Guilty.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Oh. Well. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ma-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ma-ba-da-da. I speak in cursive. Oh, wait, sorry. I speak in cursive. No one say anything.
If we don't move, the British can't see us.
They're like fucking, what's that monster that can't see you unless you move?
A Tyrannosaurus. A T-Rex.
A Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, it's the Predator? Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, hold on. Isn't it? No, because in Jurassic Park, they're like, oh, if we don't move, it can't see us. Isn't that also a T-Rex thing?
I don't know. It's just it works for both. I just think it's funny because I said a monster and you said a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, monster, blah, blah, blah. I was already thinking about, like, yeah, I know it's not scientifically correct, but, like, obviously, the Predator isn't the real fucking thing either. Like, hello?
I don't know what you're talking about. The Predator is real. And
I answered your question with the first answer that came to mind. I said a T-Rex.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're so right. I'm sorry for ever questioning you.
Yeah, no shit. Jurassic Park is not exactly the pinnacle of scientific accuracy. I took a class on dinosaurs. I read that book and I had to write a paper about why it's wrong.
There you have it. Cool. Okay, if we don't move, the British can't see us, and neither can Tyrannosauruses or the Predator.
I hate you motherfuckers.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
Oh, sorry. Lidiation followed me 10 minutes ago. Cool. Welcome. You can chat now because I had 10-minute chat on. Or that I still have 10-minute chat on. So welcome. You can chat now if you like.
The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in UMay University's medical faculty.
Bye, JJ.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough.
Yes, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it?
Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Naruhodo.
Well, you know, I could study harder, but, you know.
Yes, you could study harder, actually. I didn't want to be rude, but, you know, since we are friends, I suppose I should be truthful.
Well, thanks, Kazuma. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct?
I'm the scat man.
Borginian?
Yes.
She says yes.
This could take some time.
So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese?
Tell him to fuck himself.
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the Zoo University, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Fuck, I cannot speak today.
It's okay.
Did you mean to say...
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Order in the court.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is.
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described.
Uh-huh. Frightening and sorrowful sight.
Oh,
I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak.
Follow me, set me free.
Touch me and we will escape to the city. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
yes! I didn't even get to read it, buddy. Eat another cannoli.
No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
He's been Italian the whole time?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ryunosuke is now Italian. That's not true. That's not true. I'm sorry.
Quiet, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard, and look at this snow-white angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
Ugh.
You're still making the same mistakes, Naruhodo.
This line with this face, I'm like, I'm such an idiot. I'm an idiot. Disappointing Kazuma.
You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
Ugh, but he's so annoying.
What are you, 12? Grow up. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm.
In the hat. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
In her ass thing.
What?
In her little bump? In her little ass bump it, you know?
It's like, wait, I was like, in her ass? What? I was like, what?
In the ass bump it.
Okay.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Not even in my ass bump. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
Oh, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to...
Naruhodo!
Ryu? If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it.
Don't think about doing anything rash, Naruhodo.
But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day.
You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere.
In her ass bump it!
Sure, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
And her dress!
Naruhodo.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency.
A frightening and sorrowful sight.
Okay. A and D for forward and backward. Okay. Sorry, I have to read that again. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered for myself a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got in a fierce argument. Let me press those.
Yes!
I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over to say hello.
Please don't get angry with me.
No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor.
I'm afraid your words are in vain.
Sorry?
Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese.
No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway.
All right, Ochi, kiss ass some more.
English is the future. We must all
Speak English. It's so dumb.
God.
I'm Asian, I can do that.
Yeah, just not white like me.
I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman, huh?
Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony.
no matter how seemingly insignificant it might be.
Okay, I guess that wasn't it.
Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. That part lies in with what you said, doesn't it?
Yes, I still had some coffee to drink, though my doctor gave me a sleep plan and told me that I shouldn't be having caffeine, but I love coffee so much.
And the next time you got up after that...
was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave. Not telling my
with
doctor.
your jitteriness and your nervousness, I don't think you should be consuming any sort of caffeine.
You're right, I'll switch to black tea.
That still has caffeine, Naruhodo.
Green tea?
Still.
Maybe I'll just die then.
Sure, I'll help. What are bros for?
Okay, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't. Okay, Ryu is really, convinced that she could hide a gun somewhere in here, so I'm gonna press this. Yeah, Ryu is Tony, Tony is Ryu. We've established this.
It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it?
Absolutely. I verified it personally.
You verified it?
Oh no, he's getting nervous again.
Yes. Immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not."
There has to be a reason why she keeps putting that mask on. This must be a lie. This has to be a lie. Liar.
That's all you did. You just asked her.
Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector? No.
Why on earth not?
The honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps?
Think what you will. But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts.
In other words, he wants evidence.
Ugh.
The lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave.
Why did she smile like that?
Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there. Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she is in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course.
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him.
Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie.
Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform.
You know, Asogi, I just don't know what you see in her. I'm dressed exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons.
And they're hot, so.
Well, there you go. They're hot. Anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room.
Only too well. I feel half dead already. It's only the coffee keeping me going. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either.
The first thing to do is to press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you.
But I did! That's okay.
Do that, and an opening will present itself. I promise you.
I need to expose the truth, the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I didn't press this. No, I pressed this one. The accused took the professor's gun. Okay, I didn't press this one.
Yes! Like I said, I did not shoot that gun!
And like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over.
I'm sorry! Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Well, yes, that's true, but... But all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time. The highly suspicious...
Welcome, Underwater Skies. As you can probably tell, I have 10-minute chat on, so just wait for 10 minutes and then you can chat.
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Dirty? I know I sweat a lot, but...
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy.
It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
What nonsense.
The lady is merely stating what she saw.
And this is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway.
Okay, so I'm guessing I pressed everything, didn't I?
You did not.
What?
Okay. Did I press this?
Yes, you did. That's the statement you just pressed.
Right, okay. And I pressed this because he didn't yell at him. I did not press this. Maybe I'll just press this.
Yes! He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hota clinic, correct?
That's right.
You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering.
Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
So that would mean that it was you who ate the that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events.
Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience. To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world to be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend. Blah, blah. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all? That's right. other than some carbonated water.
Just water?
Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each.
They each raised a glass of carbonated water.
What do you think, Naruhodo, about the witness's last statement?
It's probably meaningful. Oh, not the frog slap.
That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case.
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing?
Uh-oh, this isn't good.
The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right.
Good save.
The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Bye, D. Grace.
And there was one grace left.
Gladly, she said.
That was brilliant, Cosma. I'm going to remember that one.
Which one?
The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase.
I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Naruhodo.
I know you're so disappointed in me right now, but like, I just love this sprite so much. Especially like the movement into it where he's like,
He's just so done with you.
so good, so good.
I ordered a beefsteak for myself and the professor, and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water.
Okay. I wonder. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna check. Bullet did not pass through the victim's body. This is empty. Is that significant? Oh, magnifying glass. What? This is fun. There's nothing in here except for a noise filter. Okay. Well, keep that in mind.
Texture I slap over all of my art.
Literally. Literally, what is my art without a noise filter? Okay, not this. Wait. Oh, okay, okay. There's two of these. Well, there's... Okay, hold on. There's only one glass here. I'm just... Okay. I'm gonna take a chance, take a chance, and present. Yes! Yes!
Great job, Tony.
Thank you. Whoa.
My favorite fucking Ryu sprite.
What's wrong with him?
Oh god. Oh, usually it lasts longer than that, and it's so fucking funny.
Why is he not okay? Why?
His head is literally so empty.
It's literally empty. Oh my god. Jeez. Just like the...
It's so fucking funny. I laughed for like 20 minutes the first time I saw it.
It's really good. God, okay.
That's it! Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left.
That is correct, the lady says.
Guys, by the way, am I louder than Jet? Because I look like I'm louder than Jet on my readings, but it sounded okay in my sound test, but just let me know.
Well, that is... It's odd. Very odd.
Okay, cool, I'm fine.
Thank you. Dear me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself.
Shut up. I have anxiety. Ugh.
Naruhodo, what is it about the print that looks odd to you?
Well, obviously, it's the cheers.
The cheers?
Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah! You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over
Minutiae? God. I can't speak English. I don't...
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae?
It says Mayushini?
But it, like...
Minutiae.
I think he's trying to
Nushi.
say it like it's a minute detail.
Yes.
Minutia. Okay. Thank you.
Minutia.
Minushi. Minushi.
Minutia.
Burnt Butterfly YT, thank you for following. You won't be able to talk for 10 minutes, so wait 10 minutes and then you can say hello.
What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Minushi, you say? Minutia.
Minutia. That's
Oh,
what
I'm okay.
that's what Lucas
Because
said.
I just played it on Google
Oh,
Words.
okay. What is
It says minutiae.
minutiae. Okay. You say. All right.
You say.
Could it be that the detective here removed the glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless.
But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. It's minutia. Google is lying to you. Google is making you sound like a fool on stream. I'm not a fool.
Maybe I'm just like saying it wrong, like because I hear it and then when I say it, it's different.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just gonna say like trivial detail.
Okay, minute detail. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try to tell me you can clink with only 1? Good point, Ryu. Good job.
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses from the table. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table.
Inspector, what did the lady say?
It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table.
What?
It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I had been there at all, she's saying.
Good gracious. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Yeah, see, she could hide it in her little bump it.
There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray?
That's absurd.
Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief?
What? No, this can't be put down to mischief.
I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene.
Oh, they're gonna get her to reveal how she hid the gun by asking her where she put the glass.
It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying.
A handbag, you say?
Yes, Your Excellency. A small, handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning.
Yeah.
And why would we need that? Why would we need logical reasoning in court?
Just say you're guilty, forehead.
But in the end, it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already.
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass.
And fucking Ryu sitting there is like, anyone gonna ask why she was hiding a glass in her purse?
I mean, she said she did it because she didn't want them to know that she was there because it was too troublesome.
Right, but like, I don't know. Ugh.
I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know, really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance.
Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's
The handbag.
Wait! The lady put the glass in her handbag, you say?
Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items, such as glasses or guns.
Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag.
Come on, Ryu, you can do better than that. Little slap, come on.
In which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right!
Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
Yeah, wouldn't they have, like... I guess ballistic markings don't exist here.
You can't seriously be suggesting.
Inspector Hosonaga!
Yes?
Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder?
Fingerprints of the gun, yes, yes, Jay.
No, sir. I did not.
As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag.
No! When?
Order, order!
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The meaning of what, Prosecutor Archie?
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations.
Your ouchie voice just adds so much. Thank you, Grovey. I like doing the ouchie voice.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
Do you think so, Cosma?
Oh god. Oh,
I'm dying!
he needs his business card back.
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary.
Unnecessary in what way?
I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print.
What? It's like see-through? Why would it be see-through? That's stupid.
This print of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting.
That was photoshopped. Come on.
As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag.
Her conveniently see-through handbag.
Well, I never.
I'm
In a see-through handbag.
Oh, hello, author. Welcome. And Mono. Oh, welcome. Thank you for following. You won't be able to talk for. You guys are gonna get tired of me saying this. You won't be able to talk for 10 minutes because I have 10-minute follower chat on. So, welcome.
You can see right through to what's inside.
That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment.
Of course they are.
So the contents are clearly visible.
Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san.
No, Ryu, can you look at him on the table?
He's dead!
He's fucking dead. Oh, Ryu. Oh, little guy. Oh, no. Ryu.
Order, order! Naruhodo, get up. Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
They shot him. She took her fucking handbag out and shot him.
The wind that usually blows Asugi's headband blew him against the wall.
That's the wind that blows Asugi's headband is the wind that Phoenix uses to point with in the anime.
Oh god, it's so stupid.
It's so dumb. Lawyers have they're airbenders actually. They have the power of hurricanes.
I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel.
Cheer up, King. It's okay.
The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed. And there is only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
Oh god, no, he really is dead.
Isn't it great just how much the sprites move in this game?
It's so good. It's so delightful. The like drag of his fingers on the desk, like, ugh. Like that's so funny. Yeah, sits back up like a puppet with no bones. Exactly. That's so good.
No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. A turnabout, one might say. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start.
Oh. Don't cry, King! someone fucking help him. Oh my god. This is hurting me. Oh my god, someone kiss him. Kazuma? Oh my god, you're right, his headband things aren't blowing. No! Asorgi!
I'm sorry, Naruhodo. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it?
I must say you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat while the strong eat. You are wasting your time. There's no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? And Kazuma... Oh, his dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Kazuma.
What?
God. Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue.
That's bullshit. Just get a bird in here. Just cross-examine a bird.
Very well, I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we will be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smug little...
Not the sweat drop, but look at him. What's he doing over there?
What are you doing over there? Having a cheeky little tea party?
Ryunosuke Naruhodo, having considered... What did I fucking say about interrupting me?
Yes. Wait, Your Excellency.
Naruhodo.
I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
Objection!
Yes, bitch. Yes. Thank you, author.
This amateurish is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that a trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Yes! It is, yes. What is this wrist strap thing he's got? Did he have that before?
He has hobbies.
What does that mean?
It's related to a hobby of his.
Is it archery?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I don't know how much I am allowed to say or like what is considered as like, oh yeah, he has hobbies, he does stuff.
Right.
I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. I mean, I guessed it. That looks like something you would wear for archery, maybe. It's fine. Oh, maybe so he was doing too much archery when he should have been studying. The little fool.
I mean, I'm pretty positive that's what it's for.
Okay. We will see. Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, I mean, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
Objection! This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence.
You'd better know what you're doing, Naruhodo.
I understand your objection, counsel.
Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny.
What is that thing on his wrist? What is that? Is a bull? Is that a guardian from Breath of the Wild? What is that?
However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag.
My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes.
Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it. Very well, I will grant the defense one final opportunity.
What?
Oh, threatening.
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear?
Jigoku fucking kills you.
Ah!
Yes, Your Excellency. So, take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before.
Tony about to get this boy the death penalty. Jay, I don't appreciate your lack of faith in me. Okay? Asogi's not on screen. There's no way for me to fuck this up.
You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
I love you, Jay. Okay, you will identify for the court, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think it... Okay. I'm gonna say it's this. I'm gonna say it's this, because that's a thing. That's pretty significant, I think. Where's the fucking present key?
Yes! Ah, Tony, that's just a fucking tattoo he got.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Look at this. Up!
Look at this here. No, I didn't fuck up because there wouldn't be dialogue if I did. You asshole. You want me to not believe in myself so bad. You hate me so bad. You hate me so bad.
I don't.
There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description.
Objection! Dear me, I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist?
Come on, Tony. Haven't you read the court record and saw John Wilson's tattoo report? Didn't you turn to the back of Detective Hosanaga's other business card where he says he's a tattoo artist? Hello?
No, that's why he was at the restaurant. He was getting a tattoo.
Exactly.
Fuck.
You fucked it up.
God damn it. I'm always fucking shit. I'm just a giant Kinney fuck up, aren't I?
Absolutely.
Clearly.
Ooh.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Clearly, that has nothing to do whatsoever with the magnificent lady's handbag.
Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right.
Go on, Inspector.
The police coroner had noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report.
What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we?
Wow, Stefano. Okay, welcome, Steph. I have 10-minute follower chat on, so you're gonna have to wait for 10 minutes since you fucking weren't following me earlier, you little traitor. My brother just followed me.
Oh, I see.
My other brother.
Well, thanks a lot, other brother.
Thanks a lot. Vonnie was subscribed. He knew.
In any case, we have no idea what the victim suffered when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However, as Prosecutor Ouchi points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn.
Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff.
Yo, you fucking don't. Shut up.
My eyes are itchy today.
She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
You fucking stay there.
Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
Your cat screamed and broke your Wi-Fi? I'm sorry, Grace. Is it fixed now? Are you good?
What's your thinking on this, Naruhodo? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging in the hope that I might uncover something useful.
Just like your old man. You just like him.
Yes, you're right.
I am.
If we can just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again.
Just give up, Council. You can't possibly hope to do that.
Indeed. I am afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture.
But if we had evidence? Evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it.
I would, yes.
To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face, or lack thereof.
Really? You could tell? I have to find some link between that burn and the case.
Yeah, deep breaths there, buddy. Come on. You got this. You're okay.
This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what the burn really means. So then the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.
Hey. No, never mind. I thought this shape was familiar, but it's not. Okay. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by blood loss. Okay, whatever. Is there anything in here? Let me use my little magnifying glass. What's that? No. It was this. Oh! Hey! So he did he hit his wrist on the plate?
So, have you ever gone to have you ever ordered a sizzling plate?
Yeah, like a skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what the steak's on.
Okay, cool. So it could have been that. How does that connect you to the crime? Fuck. Oh, that means that. That just means that he got the burn now. But. Okay, well, whatever. We'll connect it. We'll connect it. You know what? Ryu? We'll connect it. Okay, well, this is the one. Okay, let's...
Yes!
What's this, Council? Yet another print? Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention.
You hadn't seen one before this case, King.
When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore.
Welcome, Race Carnum 2. You can't chat for 10 minutes. Da da da. Hate bots. Whatever. You can chat after 10 minutes.
Do hurry up, rookie. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable.
Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer if you don't mind, Miss Brett. You see, it's very clearly visible in this other photograph. How did the victim come to have that unusually shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here forevermore.
You love that word.
What? How?
Objection!
You can't fool me with your little bluffs, boy. If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean. What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn?
Right there. It's there. Where's my... Oh, no. What's popping up on my computer? Ah! Okay.
Yes!
It was blocking my screen completely.
The beefsteak.
Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on. The plate?
Your Excellency, are you alright?
As you can see, there is an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. This emblem on the plate and the victim's burn are exactly the same shape.
Naruhodo, you genius.
Well,
You know me. I'm just,
You're spot on.
Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant.
I like her dress.
Objection!
It's fun swan thing.
But even if that is the case,
Toko27, welcome. I have 10-minute follower chat on, so wait 10 minutes.
we can't know if it happens. But we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not.
You know, if they try to type, it'll tell them that it's 10-minute follower only. You can also add your own chat rules before they even try to type. That will pop up, and they can read before you.
Well, was no one gonna tell me that I was just being annoying?
I mean, you're not being annoying, you're being courteous to your new followers. However, because you seemed like you were getting tired of saying it, so I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay. No, I didn't know. I didn't know, Jay. No, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I thought I was so fucking smart this time. I didn't say no thoughts head empty. I said I'm good at Ace Attorney this time. God. Okay, well. I guess you can all read.
Yeah, so you don't have to say it anymore if you were getting tired of it.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll just say, welcome. Read the chat rules. All right, whatever.
It could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other, unrelated time.
No, I don't know every in and out of Twitch, okay? It took you 10 minutes to notice the bull mark on his wrist? What? I got that one, like, right away. Excuse me? I will not have this slender. Hannah. Well,
Objection!
Sadly, Prosecutor Alchi, the chances of that are extremely slim.
Thanks.
Wow, it really is Boy Best Friends Day.
Why?
The outline of the burn is clearly discernible.
Hannah, you're not being fair. When Tony looked at the picture, she noticed the burn pretty quickly. Just because she didn't look at the evidence at the very beginning of the trial, like,
Exactly.
it wasn't even relevant at the time.
Yeah. So like, we were all looking at the purse and how ridiculous it was. Okay, you can roast me for not looking at the business card when Asuki told me to. You can't roast me for that one. Did you say this?
No, I'm too busy trying to defend your honor.
Oh, well, thank you, Asuki.
Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hosonaga? I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly.
Author, you're so mean to me.
But...
I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out.
Ah, scatting, that seems to be largely popular in Britain nowadays.
This was no mild burn, that's for sure.
Can you be more specific, Inspector?
Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds.
It's inconceivable that the victim wouldn't have let out a scream of pain then.
I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all.
Well, we can't fucking trust you.
As a head waiter of La Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation.
But you're a detective, not a waiter.
Yes!
There you have it! Something isn't right here! As the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that.
And yet Inspector Hosonaga never heard the professor scream, not on that day, or any before it.
That's right. And the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either.
Okay, maybe we can trust him.
What are you suggesting?
Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day. That would be beyond careless, I think, Counsel. Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antiques dealer, all of us would, without any question, have heard him scream.
He's doing it again.
Oh god, it's so fucking funny.
It's the way his mouth hangs open. It's like,
He's it's not even like a pensive or thinking face. It's him being like, huh?
Yeah.
It's like the face Phoenix makes when he looks off into the distance. It's like
I just imagining Edward looking at him with that face, being like,
Would you like to share with the class?
Oh, no, I was thinking about... I think... Nah.
sorry. He's like fucking Karen. He's just like, I was thinking about sandwiches. Like when Karen's falling asleep in class, she's like, can't stop thinking about sandwiches. I love that.
oh yeah. It's so god. Like I keep forgetting her name is literally Karen. So
It's
I'm like,
literally-
are you referencing some other are you like referencing like Real Housewives or some bullshit again
No.
or something? But no, it's Karen from Refuge Starlight.
I'm sorry, Karen.
I know, but they said they kind of pronounce it as Karen. I don't know.
They say Karen,
Oh,
but like, I don't know. I mean, when
okay,
I
I
read
tried to
it,
give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sorry. I said Karen. I should have said Karen. Did I say this? Okay, whatever. What's your voice? Wouldn't you agree, Professor Ouchie? Or Prosecutor Ouchie?
Professor.
Well, yes, I suppose.
So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream?
I almost don't believe it. Naruhodo, do you think...
Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe we've been led into a terrible trap.
Naruhodo, do you think? ... No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense of this apparent impossibility. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn to his wrist, Dr. Wilson
Was already deceased.
No man could remain silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds.
Well,
Unless you're Shelong Lang.
man gets shot, doesn't blink an eye.
It was part of my Interpol training, right after the waterboarding.
Yes, I will never fucking let that go. It's so funny.
It's really good. It's really good. it's our most classic bit.
Yes, that and MILFs.
Yes.
And Korean barbecue.
Yes. All fantastic bits.
Sorry, yeah, I know it's not my game, but I just had to come out and talk about my Interpol training. Alright, I'm leaving.
No, Lang, you can stay as long as you want. Don't leave.
No, it's okay. The people don't want me here, clearly, but I will never forget you,
God
Jed.
damn you people. Damn you.
Goodbye, Jed, I love you.
I love you too. It's fine. I love watching him leave as well.
Hey, you hate to see him go, but you love to watch him leave.
Exactly.
Yeah, same.
God, I need a Lang cutout.
Yes. You need like a little Lang stand. I would kill for like a little, like all the investigations sums.
Oh, dude, a Lang Tsum Tsum would be so cute.
It would. He would have like hair like phoenixes, really, because his is like.
I ordered my Tsum Tsums. Like
Oh,
Clavier
yes!
and Apollo.
Yes.
They're arriving like next week, and I can't wait to dunk Clavier into some acrylic paint.
Yes, some wondrous fabric dye. Oh, and by the way, Ailu Mince on Twitter. This is not. They didn't ask me to do this, but I just thought I should mention Ailu Mince on Twitter is now doing. They did the Naramitsu dolls, and they just opened the interest check for Asuryu dolls. So go say that you would be interested, so that Jay can get her boys. Okay. All right. What's impossible again? Sorry. What is he saying? Was already deceased. Okay. No man can remain silent. Right, and then Lang showed up. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
But like another cause I have a burn on my knee from when I was a child where I took a curling iron and like it was pressed up against my knee for about 5 seconds and I didn't notice until I walked away. And I still didn't let out a scream.
Well, so
when I was 5 years old.
So Ryu Kinney, Lang Kinney.
That's clearly impossible unless you're a Lang Kinney, apart from in one particular situation.
Yeah, Jet's just built different.
Yeah, like I can't drink. If I drink, I don't get drunk. If I do drugs, I don't get affected.
Yeah. Just an absolute tank.
Counsel, are you suggesting? Yes, it's only possible. if the man was already dead.
Already?
Dead? Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation. When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead.
That's madness!
Wait, Ryu, didn't you have a conversation with Okay. Ryu, explain.
Order, please. Council, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right! That's absolutely right, Your Excellency. This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly he has no grasp of the facts.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Alchi, it's you who has no grasp of the facts.
I beg your pardon. Beast! How dare you!
You beast! As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant, this whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it's true, as we now believe, that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett, that you will have to forget your luncheon engagement.
But, Your Excellency...
The justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment. Thank you, Your Excellency. What was that smile?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help. Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours.
Okay, she's about to ramp it up.
Okay.
Miss Brett, you speak Japanese? Well, of course I do. I'm studying in your country, after all.
But then, why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now?
My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world.
Okay.
As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible.
Jeez, bitch, what the fuck? Yeah, everyone's like... Thanks, I guess.
But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level.
What the fuck, dude?
It was especially despicable in the fucking the fan translation.
Ugh.
Like, I was like shaking my screen like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, what the fuck? Ugh. Ouchie, stop kissing her ass, jeez. The fuck?
Oh, well, you are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman.
Hey, Zira.
We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously afford us.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
The fan translation is particularly egregious with the racism. They do not hold back.
Yeah, I never did see the fan translation.
Well, the Scarlet Letter translation specifically. That's the one I had played.
I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson.
So, we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter.
I wish I hadn't heard her words.
Things are getting interesting, Naruhodo.
Yeah, I remember just wanting to be like, oh, I hate you so much. Like out of all the characters, she was one of the worst. Like,
Ugh.
it was that bad.
Like, right off the bat.
Like, it was immediately 100 to 200. Not even, like, below that.
Jeez. Alright.
Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably won't pick up on it anyway.
Okay. That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in Supreme Court's history. Thank you. Easy does it.
I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue.
Bitch. She's just, like, literally just fucking...
Oh. Forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady.
Jeez.
And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant. I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today.
Yeah, you've insulted literally everyone in the room.
Also, like, you're just, like, an exchange student. Like, yes, you have so much pull to be able to speak to the Minister of Justice of the entire country.
You're a let me. How fucking old are you? You're like, that'd be like me speaking to the Minister of Justice. Stupid.
Yeah, let me go walk up to the president or something, you know what I mean?
Let me just fucking call Trudeau on the phone.
Open the border!
Open the border! Let me see Jay and Jet and Maya!
The Minister of Justice? May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen.
I am now become Catholic.
I am now become Catholic.
Sorry, Anglican.
Whatever, I don't respect them.
Huh? Thanks? Was that a prayer then?
Well, you have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination now. I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much.
Asugi's literally like, you're bullying my best friend? Eat shit, die. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear?
Sorry, I didn't do the slap right. Okay. The slappies.
Yes, Your Excellency. Then you may proceed with the cross-examination.
It didn't hurt that much. Don't worry, guys. Oh, they did the They did the thing. Okay, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. The waiter brought mistake the breakfast in our waist, our glasses and a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. Okay. But the burn wouldn't be the cause of death. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Poison? Hey, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So if she poisoned his glass, then he drank some of it, died. She switched the glasses to make it, or no. She left her own glass. She took his glass and put it in her purse. Can we do a forensic, Emma, we need a forensic investigation on that glass, please.
Yes!
Without leaving a trace.
If someone is shot or strangled or stabbed or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body. Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation.
There would be physical traces with all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark.
If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? Oh no, perish the thought. Calling such a sweet young lady's innocence to question. On my honor, I, Takatsuchi Ouchi, will cut down any who dare cast aspersions. Milady.
A way of killing someone that leaves no trace.
It was waterboarding.
We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence.
Is everything.
In court, yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, can we do like a poison test on the glass in your purse?
Inferior? What do you mean by that?
In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so? Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident. Exactly. Which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost.
What is... He's dying. He's dying. He's gonna die. He's dying. He's dying of tuberculosis. He's looking at his hand because he just coughed up a piece of his lung.
It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try and preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand. A killer blow. The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful.
Dude, God, ouchie, you're so fucking annoying.
Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Ouchie is finally starting to see sense.
I very much doubt that.
Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right.
When he was dying.
What do you think, Naruhodo?
I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information.
Yes, as I suspected. She's a tough witness.
Thank you, Taya.
We need to find a way to break her testimony or the cross-examination will be over.
But that would mean I just have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma?
What, Naruto?
There is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me.
Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? I mean, there's everything, actually. I don't think it's just something, but everything, rather.
Yes, but actually, no.
You know, you confuse me sometimes. So you go, yes, and then you go, no. But now you're saying yes, but also no.
Yes. No.
So you're doing it again!
No. Suki, what's not to get? Yes and no.
Those are words you're saying, yes.
No. About the person standing
I'm going to kill you.
About the person standing next to her. Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective.
Yes. He seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant. If it might present an opening, maybe.
Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed he has a defense attorney's like badge symbol thing on his little armband. Wonderful.
If you think so, but
this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective.
all right then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again.
All right. Let's get over here.
Yes!
Inferior, what do you mean by that?
Okay, blah 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 blah. To investigate, blah blah blah. Quite right, blah blah blah. Exactly. Haha. Okay. How do I... Can I click you? Okay.
Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why?
Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter.
Jay, I'm praying for you for your challenge review.
But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you mean?
When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip.
I love this music, and I can't look it up on YouTube because I know I'm gonna find spoilers.
I can send it to you if you want.
Please. I just want to play it. Like, since,
Sure,
like a 10-hour version.
I'll go ahead and do that for you.
Aw, thank you.
However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down.
You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts.
It's time to pursue the man and his train of thought.
Sorry. Oh, I just where you might be recommended spoiler things.
I was gonna send a link somewhere off YouTube.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That would be perfect.
Sorry, pursue?
Pursuit. I don't think I've heard that song. I think that's thousands of years in the future. Or hundreds, sorry.
I'll explain how to do it now, Naruhodo. It's all to do with the witness marker.
What marker?
At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement.
Oh my gosh, the UI.
But by moving the marker left and right with A and D, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand.
Okay.
While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with space.
Okay.
If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around.
All right then. So first I should move the marker across with A and D and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with space and see what's on his mind. Here we go.
Okay.
Which means even...
Wait.
Okay, D. There we go.
Excuse me.
What's the meaning of this?
Excuse me. Why is that so funny? He is so polite. Scusi. He is Italian. Fuck.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts. Deeply.
It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say.
If there's something you'd like to say, please, share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? It's the delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works?
Mr. Judge, may I please use the restroom? Oh, whoa, scusi.
Absolutely not.
But I need to pee, Kazuma.
The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness.
Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes?
do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brent?
Well, yes, if you don't mind. I would like to speak. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless.
What do you mean by that?
I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
Okay, King, what did you take? God, okay. Please don't die.
A crime scene thief?
Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there.
He's Kay's ancestor.
Please. I love Detective Hosonaga Inspector Hosonaga so much. He's so funny.
He's really good.
Take this, for example. Just like as I have from the restaurant.
Is that?
This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it.
One day, our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming. I guarantee it.
You're gonna die before that day comes, dude.
I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence.
The carbonated water bottle has been entered.
Oh god, what are you doing here?
Sorry, I'm a little early.
Miss Brett.
Can you confirm that this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
Yes, it was that bottle.
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel, you may resume the cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor.
I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that.
Okay.
We received new evidence, right?
I think we did. Oh, not present. Okay, wait, hold on. The bottle. Wait, what else do we have? No. Oh, what's the next page? Oh wait. Oh wait. Sorry. Okay, we can examine it. Let me look around. Oh, where's the? Oh, what else do I use to do this? There we go. Okay. Okay. I can't find anything out of place. Okay. Well, you're useless, Ryu.
The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma?
I think it's French. This must be very expensive water.
Is it champagne?
Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking.
Then go to France and ask.
You're so funny, King! Oh my god! Why are you hot and smart and funny and you have a sword? What the fuck? Dude.
You could just say that you don't know.
I love Asogi because he's such a bitch.
He is a bitch.
He's really blunt and he's like mean, and that's it. And
Yeah.
I love those kinds of guys.
He's also hot, and he's also competent, and he's also nice. Like he's being nice to me, which is why I think he's nice. But he's catty at the same time. Love that. It's a very Phoenix sort of like, he's nice but he's mean. I like that.
So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had.
It looks like there's just a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now.
You know, I've been sweating so much I'm absolutely parched.
Ryu, do not drink the evidence.
I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going.
No, Naruhodo, you can't do that.
Why not?
For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence.
And it's probably poisoned, King.
Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we?
He really is Phoenix's ancestor, holy shit.
You never cease to amaze me, Naruhodo, in more ways than one.
Yeah, he is a bitch.
I wonder, could there be anything in this water?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Can't touch your tongue? You've gone quiet all of a sudden.
Sorry, I'm just in a holiday sort of mood. I think I might have worked something out. An interesting possibility.
Okay. So I guess now I get to present this with E. Okay, sorry, I was there before. Fuck. E. Oh no, R.
Yes!
Yes.
What is this? The bottle of water? Actually, there's one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison.
Poison?
On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass?
This dress really does fuck.
Order, order, order. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slit the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could have possibly have done it. Giselle Brett, it was you!
Objection!
This is outrageous! To suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile! Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine our one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What? But
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth.
If I may.
No, you may not.
Oh! Shut up! Well, it is you who should be silent.
of course. Dear lady.
Where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before.
I matched that shut up so well.
Yes. I offer my most humble apologies. I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring? I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
Of course.
You did?
Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
Sorry, there's air in my body. There we go.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents.
And what did you find, Inspector?
Inspect the glass!
I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? Are you sure?
Oh, now they're both sweat drop. Look at them.
The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No! No! He's dead again.
I'm very grateful to you all,
To all you Japanese. Oh.
You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
I was so sure.
This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
Thank you, Counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from the gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for. The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present to the court at this point?
Kazuma,
Sorry, Naruhodo. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Hold it! Hi! Hello!
I love her so fucking much. My favorite DGS character.
Wow. Okay, so what kind of voice do you imagine for her?
She's a very polite girl.
Okay.
She's very formal, but honestly, like, I don't think it's difficult to give her a voice.
Okay, just like
She's very sweet. She's very
She's
sweet.
very sweet, like, kind of like this. It's kind of...
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, wait!
Isn't that... What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on
Sorry.
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Mikotoba? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning.
Just drives me crazy.
She's wonderful. She's wonderful so far.
And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth.
I only know what furoshiki is because I watched an ASMR video where they were doing furoshiki. It was around Christmas. They were like, this is a style of wrapping gifts where you use a reusable cloth. And I was like, that's so cool. Okay. I guess we'll just save over that. Yeah. Okay.
Just like, yes, more Susato. I love her so much.
I'm excited for her. 22nd November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why is this... I'm sorry. But why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
A judicial assistant, and a woman no less.
Ass, eat ass, eat ass, eat ass.
The rules state that femoids are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
You said femoids.
Yes.
Femoids.
Yes, I fully understand. I only ask for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
Tony Christmas present to herself was ASMR. Yeah. I fucking love ASMR. I literally can't fall asleep without it. I am dependent on it. Check out Gentle Whispering ASMR.
But, Your Excellency!
I am most grateful.
Oh, hi, we're all behind the bench. What is this, Dual Destinies?
Who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. What is it? A report about something? Written in English. It's Giselle Brett's research. The Englishwoman's? After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university.
I know, listen, I'm not comparing DGS to Dual Destinies. I'm just joking because they got 3 defense attorneys behind the bench.
Yeah, she's making a joke.
And it's
Get
called
a sense of humor, you fucking squares.
And there you have it. Yeah, squares.
I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory.
Would they say laboratory or laboratory?
Laboratory.
Laboratory.
I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility and borrowed this paper.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, no, of course not.
Special characteristics of TGAA and its effects on human subjects. Interesting.
Curer? What's that? I've never heard of that word before.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Casting my eye over it.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
You're literally, this guy's so pretty. Sorry, I was just looking at him. He's so pretty. What the fuck?
He gave his own little like nod to her when I'm like, ah.
Wow, oh my god.
Okay, let me quickly, before I forget, cast my eye over it. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Affects instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Could it...
Use your head, Tony.
I'm trying to use my head. Okay. Okay, we don't know when the gunshot happened because we're saying that when he burned his hand, he was already dead. So... Oh my god! He just fucking had a tooth pulled!
Yeah.
Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Cool. Okay, so he got poisoned in his tooth hole. That's disgusting.
You've had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. I ask of the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Naruhodo, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance.
Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett?
Is that what Apollo has? The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior?
Sure.
I don't hear any opposition.
Yes.
See, this all goes back to Ryunosuke being an actual Apollo ancestor, not a Phoenix ancestor.
There you go.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to so politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
I like this judge.
I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
Well, fucking boot up your Duolingo, bitch. We all gotta learn.
My apologies, dear lady. So, counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? Wabam. No, sorry, that wasn't the present button. Wabam.
Yes!
Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at UMA University, doing research.
Yeah, Grace, do your Duolingo or the owl will get you. And then watch FMA.
Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison?
What?
Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel?
A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What complete and utter nonsense. Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
Well, are you studying poisons, bitch?
You wouldn't have done.
It's curare. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Curare. Curare. Right.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before one very simple reason. Fucking English people. It doesn't exist in our country.
It's real?
That's why we can't pronounce it. It doesn't exist?
Correct, which means...
Oh, it's not like atroquinine. It's a real... Oh, it comes from dart frogs. That's fun. But it said the evidence said that it came from trees, the bark of trees.
No matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Order, order, order! Counsel, does this deadly poison truly exist?
According to the report authored by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
Indigenous South American tribes also use tree frog toxins to coat arrows for hunting, so I got the wires crossed. I see.
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle.
Wait, the judge is becoming Lang? Fuck, I gotta pull back.
And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Judge Lang ancestor confirmed.
So funny. We established that the Judge Lang ancestor, and then when you said Hosonaga, fucking
K ancestor?
ancestor.
We're it's all bleeding coming together. We're putting all the pieces together.
I can't wait for you to meet the Gavin ancestor.
Excuse me? You can't just say things like that.
Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would be squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would surely have noticed.
Paralysis.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector?
Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jay, I don't know what you said.
I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain.
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that curare was used.
Explain yourself, Counsel.
The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible.
Jay, come on. Jay.
Obviously, if a man lost all strength of his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed.
But I don't follow, Cosma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death.
The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move.
Hi, Hollyoak. Bye, Hollyoak.
But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
Respiration?
In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
God, that would suck.
That's hideous.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison.
And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Objection!
This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
If I may.
All these facts. You think you're so... Shut up!
It is you who must be taught.
Of course. Dear lady.
So, this is how you Japanese behave, isn't it?
It's literally everything with this lady. Like, she does not miss an opportunity, huh? What?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them.
That wasn't the point here, lady.
I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
She's straw manning.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Get her, Sugi. Get her.
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great Empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
Bro.
What's so funny?
Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett?
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Oh my god, are you gonna drink it?
Well, yes, I don't see why not?
But okay, that's why I'm saying test the glass. Because she had to toast to it, so she had to drink too, so she would have put it in his glass only. Find the poison, the battle of wits has begun. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Wow, what the fuck?
Jeez,
It's
that's
literally-
what you went with? Okay, because I had played this game on the emulator, okay? And then I picked up where I left off, which was like towards the end of case 4 on when I bought this game again.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't aware like what translation or what the localization did to like translate her racism.
Mhm.
I'm like, I mean, it's not a slur, but I mean, you know.
It's not a slur, but she certainly doesn't miss an opportunity, does she? What a
Still
miserable
as
bitch.
disgusting as she was on the fan translation.
Well, at least there's that. Never apologize for being Sicilian. Thank you. I think the original game did some script changes recently to the iOS Android version where they actually toned her down because she was calling them barbarians and stuff like that. Oh.
Yeah, she was calling them like that. She was calling them like, you know, she was comparing them to a certain animal. She, you know, stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
no, not the classic one.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, not the original game, but the fan translation I had played.
Yeah.
You know, but the translation also used that word that Grace wrote down too. You know, so it's like
Right.
there was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. All right, well, let's get her the fuck in jail, shall we?
Sorry?
To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics. It's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers!
Wait, what are you doing? It's the glass, Naruhodo. Come on.
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. I've spent years developing an immunity to iocane powder.
It's just pouring down behind her like crunk.
The poison for Dr. Wilson. The poison meant specifically to kill Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson's poison. Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
How funny would it be if she just keeled over dead? Yes, that would be so funny.
So, no curare. That bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
Ugh.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Miss Brett?
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how? How did she...
Oh, sorry.
How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? Was that grammatically correct? I don't know. I don't think so. But there can't have been because otherwise she would have keeled over dead.
Come on, Ryunosuke. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water
Contains no poison. It's the glass.
As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle.
What? Why, Naruhodo?
Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now.
Sometimes your unadulterated naivete really astounds me. Naivety? Whatever.
Naivete?
But sometimes it's in need of a good staining until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world.
Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent? Oh, was that sarcastic? Is this sarcastic? Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent?
That was a guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Counsel. What? For which you will be penalized? What? Ugh,
Tony, remember the medical report.
The medical. Oh, fucking, I'm so stupid. She didn't have a wound on her. God damn it. This whole trial is poisoned. God damn it, I was doing so well. God.
You were. It's okay.
It's
You
not
You
okay.
were really stuck. You were really stuck on the glass.
No, I was stuck on the glass. Why would she have taken the glass? Ah, yeah, 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 Madonna mia. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Murder.
It's okay, he lived, he's fine.
Murder. How
sorry, I'm
dare
sorry.
you?
He's fine, he's fine. He's fine,
He's
right?
dead.
I'm fine. Look, here. Are you ready? Okay. There we go. He's fine now. He got a kiss
Kissing
back.
him as they're lowering Phoenix's body into his grave.
No! It's just fine. He's fine. They're together. It's fine.
You're burying him alive next to Phoenix?
No, I'm not. He's fine. He's gonna stay here now because he's fine.
He's fine, okay? He's alright. He's fine.
Don't remind me of him. He died here. We don't get to see him for weeks because you have to celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. I laughed so hard because, okay, I told Jet that we weren't gonna have a stream this next weekend on Saturday. I'm sorry we're missing 2 Saturdays in a row, but I was like, okay, we're not gonna have a stream this next Saturday because it's Thanksgiving. And Jet was like, I mean, it's not Thanksgiving next weekend, but okay. And I'm like, it's Canadian Thanksgiving. And he was like, what?
I mean, yeah. I didn't realize Canada has its own special fucking Thanksgiving. What, you have a special Halloween too?
It was just so funny. It was so funny. It was so
I was
good.
like, okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Canadian, you're not even real.
Psh. First you're Italian, now you're Canadian. Ugh, when will the lies and the treachery end?
You guys are never actually gonna finish A4 and we'll be stuck in the purgatory of never having to start A6. Yeah, every Saturday streams are now canceled, just so we don't have to start fucking Spirit of Justice. But no, we'll have one more AA4 stream week after next. But anyways, okay. There has to have been poison in that bottle. We only got 5 minutes left. I really want to finish this. But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, man, you got this. Remember. Come on, Ryunosuke, we have all the clues now. That bottle of water, okay, contains poison. Oh, you're not gonna finish this? Oh. Okay, never mind. The culprit did put curare poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position.
You're serious?
Objection!
I mean, it's up to you. I think you could... Hold on. I mean, keep going, sorry.
I mean, could I finish it within, like, okay. Brad is away for the week, so I don't have anyone to bother if I go an extra little bit. If that's okay with you.
I'm good. Teaching's getting easier since, like, I did all the teaching. Like, I've taught all the math the kids need to know. It's up to the kids to remember now.
Okay.
So I don't have to prep for class or anything tomorrow.
I see. Okay. So you're okay? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes. Okay, good. Finish this one today.
Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right. Which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
As long as we don't get off track? Okay. Sure. As long as we don't talk about Canadian Thanksgiving again.
How exactly?
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be.
Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscathed?
Okay. It's like 45 minutes on this YouTube playthrough. Okay. So we could go like an extra little bit. If you East Coasters are okay with that. Okay. You'll probably be going for at least an hour. You're leaning towards more. We'll be really fast. We'll be really fast. I really want to finish it.
This thing. Yeah. This one.
Yes!
The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
That's not a valid explanation.
No.
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish.
Okay, author, then go to bed. Nighty-night, Hannah and author. You're gonna bail real quick to take a shower, so don't wake up my whole house past midnight, but hopefully I'll be back before too many of the East Coaster mods have to hop off. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just don't post spoilers in the chat, everyone else.
Yeah, just don't do spoilers. Jay. Is there a mod on team? Oh, Taya's here. Cool. Taya, I hope I'm not keeping you up too late. I'm sorry.
This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I love you, Jay. I love you, Jay.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest, I'm just reading Susato-san's notes.
I concur this report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle?
Oh, thank you for letting me check. It is the... Poison enters the body through a wound. Its special characteristics. There we go.
We've been hearing a lot about this curare poison. And it's left me curious about something.
Oh, counsel?
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years.
Bye, Hannah.
To lace the heads of the arrows they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we've been led to believe, yes.
And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat?
Yes, good point.
So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious, counsel. No, that would be madness.
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense.
Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However,
When it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Ms. Brett, you authored this research. You knew curare's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
You meddling little
Oh god, it's a real swan.
rapscallion!
Well, Naruhodo, it turns out
That was a real swan.
you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
Well, thank you, Backsack, for following.
Oh, all this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure, but I fail to see how it possibly. So, this ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with, some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish?
Flaw?
As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus.
Ah, it's the Phoenix Sprite!
It's the Phoenix Sprite. Look at your grandpappy. He's doing it. Oh, well, yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? That's right.
Good gracious.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
He is so cute.
Order! Order in the court! Order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way.
Are you trying to suggest...
Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
What is this welling up inside me? I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
Okay. Oh, big point, big point. Oh my god, big point.
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett.
His objection theme.
Oh my god.
How dare you use that tone with me?
360 spin point, yeah.
You know very well there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know, this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the curare?
Okay. It would be this, right? Okay, the victim had undergone dental treatment and had been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. Or it's, okay. I'm gonna say it's this.
Take that!
Oh, he got to take that! Wow!
As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However,
there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners.
A fatal difference.
The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You use that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, my God. What is she doing?
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
Is she gonna break the bottle?
No!
I mean, it could just slip.
Hosonaga, you're standing right there.
Hosonaga!
Do something, buddy.
Buddy! Oh, Hosonaga, buddy.
Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
No! Yeah, I cannot fucking stand this out. It's the English woman. She just smashed that bottle. And the Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder.
Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once.
Oh my God, he's gonna cut his hands and then get poisoned.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully.
What, and you can't squeeze it out?
You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
How could you? You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we, if there really was a poison in the bottle or not.
You...
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I assume, dear lady. That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So, of course, the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
No! You killed the victim that day using curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you had arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor in his chair around. You see? You had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Ugh! This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now... Is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Naruhodo,
Yes?
we've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it.
What? What do you mean?
We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
Backsack, you're free. You're free. Welcome.
In my head?
You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you can really depend on.
Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head.
So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Smell of steak. What I saw. What I felt. Every color.
Aha! Would you look at that?
Is Cosima right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer?
Okay, if I say... there's a clue. Let's say there's a clue.
Actually, Cosima, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Naruhodo?
Ah, shit, I'm not wearing long sleeves. Oh, he fell. The ace up my sleeve. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence.
All right, I can't wait. It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this.
Hello, welcome back, Grace.
It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is...
On the blood? Is this a trick question?
Take that!
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this!
Yes? What is it?
You did miss the bottle drop, Grace. I'm so sorry.
Ugh, he's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you?
Absolutely.
I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you could... If perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute. Where are you?
Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
What?
Oh, really? And what of it?
Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett.
I beg your pardon.
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous, fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
Hold it. Oh, from him.
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
Inspector, you mean...
Yes, I took the plate in the interests of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
This guy's funny.
You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice.
Okay, good job, babe.
He's so fucking funny. I love him so much.
He is funny.
Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it, now! Inspector, the court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Now I'm gonna go crazy over the fact that, like, I know it was a joke that he's like a Faraday ancestor, but I think it'd be so great. I think it'd be really fun. Like, he's funny and he's stealing stuff in the name of justice. Like, it's so funny.
I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. You know
Actually,
what?
I would
should.
really like it.
Yeah. If someone please recognize me as the great thief that I am.
Sorry for the delay. Here is what you ordered. The steak.
It's got mold on it.
Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood man, show the court.
Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure.
Where's the blood? Oh my god, where's the blood? Fuck. Shit, where's the blood?
No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's
Impossible!
I know I saw it. I'm sure of it.
Did it mix in with the steak juices? Oh, it was on the fucking wooden thing.
It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
It is crazy long for a tutorial, but it's enjoyable. It's been really cool so far.
What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
What the fuck? Ugh!
I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire,
I do love this one.
I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial.
let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch.
Good job speaking. Is
Because you couldn't say that one sentence.
I'll just die then. I'll just die. I'll just fucking die.
But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
Come on, Runosuke.
This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Emma, we need luminol. Emma, please. Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost.
Naruhodo. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what.
I like to think that he was saying that as like, Ryu was on the desk like,
Literally, he was.
what?
Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary.
I'm like paranoid now that they're not gonna let me examine things.
Okay.
Huh?
What in the world is this?
I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe.
So she was trying to hide it.
No, I don't mean what is it. I mean, what's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable.
This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban.
I've heard of pearls before swine, but I never heard of bullion and... Wait. How...
Bouillon and bouillon?
Sure.
And I don't think you ever will again.
Absolutely.
This is extraordinary, though. This means...
What does it mean? Ryu, what does it mean?
I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoei era, too. That would make it really quite valuable.
it's well narrated. It's well narrated in the juices as well. Look.
What, are you thinking of eating it?
No. This is 3 days old, Cosma. But the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize.
I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Naruhodo.
God, they're so funny.
A Koban coin underneath this steak. There's only one logical explanation.
Can I still examine? Okay. Is that all I need to? Okay.
Does the defense have any objection? That bloodstain was going
To clinch the trial for me. The Naruhodo tradition of eating evidence. Beautiful. There is another clue.
Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues? Your Excellency, please, wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
Jay, a kajad.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency. All right. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is this new clue to be found?
Underneath.
Let's go.
Huh? Okay, we already did this. It's a Koban coin. Huh. Okay, I did this. It's Hoei Koban. Yes. Okay. Hey, Jet, have you heard of bouillon and bouillon?
Uh-huh. Listen, there are words I never, ever would ever have to say in my life.
Oh, no,
and
me-
that's just one of them.
Me either. It's just funny, because it's like, you never will again. Okay, a precious coin, blah, 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 from the Hoei era. I'll make it really quite valuable. Well marinated in the
Juices. It's well marinated in the juices.
One thing's for sure, my heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize. No, Jay, I didn't say that. That was Maya who said that. I didn't say I know Miles Edgeworth carnally. Maya assigned that to me. Okay, that's the clue. Hello? Is that not the... Oh my god, is that not the clue?
Present it, Tony. Don't click
Oh my
on it.
fucking
Present
God.
it.
Thank you. Sorry. Now I'm sorry.
Got it!
Good gracious, that's...
Come on. What on earth?
A Hoei-1 at that.
Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Ah, the swan.
What a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now.
King.
He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency! Yes, Counsel? A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now!
Objection!
There's a lot on the line for you there, Ryu.
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here? The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the steak.
Yeah, the shut up line is really fun.
The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to.
The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is Professor Mikotoba.
Stop.
Okay.
Take that!
You want to pin him for a crime so badly.
I don't know, something about him. Obviously, it can only be the antique stealer and the owner of Rasute.
Sono Higurashi.
Thank you. Sono Higurashi-san.
Sono Higurashi? As in Mr.
Cucumber or something? Okay.
Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier along the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Oh god, I'm slipping into my Asogi voice is my Edgeworth voice, but like, he's angrier.
That's fair.
The gunshot had just hit me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
It's not like they're gonna talk to each other.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoeyara Koban, my prized coin.
Then this Hoera Koban. Do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No. Please, why would Sono Higurashi-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is why I'm asking to bring Sono Higurashi-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here.
Grace, do you know how close we are?
Without a moment's delay.
Grace, do you know how close we are? Jay is turning into Jello. Next week I'm gonna make you play the escapade before moving on to 1 and 2 videos and you to react to it. Okay. Good night, my Sicilian princess. Good night, Jay, my Sicilian princess.
Night, Jay.
I can't believe we come back round to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this koban,
Sicilian for Sicilian.
we'll find that it's a key element in this case.
Oh my god, everyone's here. The gang's all here. We've got quite a bit of time left. Like okay, hold on. We've got like quite a bit of time left. Like I think when I said 45 minutes, I lied quite a bit. Okay, well, I mean, then do we want to stop it here instead so we actually have something to play next time?
It's up to you.
There's a 36-minute video left, and we're nearing the end of a 42-minute video, so that's like 40 minutes-ish. Okay, yeah. I think maybe then we should put a pin in it here so that we can for sure finish it next time. And then move on to case 2. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, you and the escapade. So it should be unlocked by now, right? Because you've made a save. The escapade should be unlocked.
Should we watch it now? Or after the case?
Well, Jay wants to be here for that, didn't?
True. Okay.
Yeah, so
We'll
you
wait for
should
next time
see.
then.
So when we finish this case, do the escapade, then start case 2.
Okay. Okay, cool. That sounds good then. Well, guys, thank you for sticking around for the extra 35 minutes. Oh, there's a spoiler for this case. I see. Thank you for hanging around. This case continues to delight me. This is really fun. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm now so excited for Wednesdays, for Boy Best Friends Days. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Jet, once again, thank you for joining me. It's been a delight.
As always.
And yeah, so like I said, no stream. Sorry about no stream last Saturday. I mixed up plans and stuff. And then no stream this Saturday because it is Canadian Thanksgiving. So I will be busy on Saturday with dinner. But yes, so Saturday after that, we will be finishing AA4. And then after that, Spirit of Justice will start. So, yes. Can't not wait to wake up to you talking about Asogi some more. I can't wait to talk about him some more. I lost my mind. My heart leapt in my throat when he looked so despondent.
Yeah,
so-
you certainly had a reaction to that. Yes.
Obviously, of course I did. He's been keeping me sane this whole time. And you, of course. But yes. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you next Wednesday again at 7 p.m. PST. And have a wonderful weekend, Canadians. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all next week.
That's not real.
Okay, well, have fun not existing. Goodbye.
Good night.